Hello friends and welcome to the Scratch online course. Till last session we have taken the overview of all the detailing of the editor. Now from today's session we will be starting with the programming in Scratch. How to create the program, how to control your sprite with the help of different actions available in the programming. Okay, so we'll be starting with the motions today, how to animate the respective sprite by different kind of motions that we are going to see from today. So let's see the new window I have created. So by default I got the cat as a sprite present on my output window. So let's go to the code. See the code present here. Under the code we can see multiple different options present: motion, look, sound, events, control, sensing, operators, variables, and my blocks. So in this session we'll be having the concept of the motion. We'll see how to make use of these motions, and the first program that we'll start learning from today. Okay, so by default your motion option is clicked, and here we can see multiple steps present here. So these steps are used to animate or used to perform the operation onto the sprite here. So these steps we have to convert in the form of the program by just dragging from here and dropping in the program area. So I just dragged and dropped. Now this is my first statement created. Okay, so all of this part, not only in motion, but if you go to the looks, if you go to the events, if you go to sensing, variables, multiple different such statements are present. We just can drag from here and drop in this particular part of the window. That is what we call as a program window. Okay, so these options we are going to see today, and what effect of these steps or this particular windows is appearing onto the sprite that we are going to see here. Okay, now let's start with the first. I'll just click on this and delete. Okay, it's deleted now. Okay, so my current position of the sprite is 0 0. I'll make sure it is at 0 0 position. Okay, at the center of the output. Now if I want to move the sprite by 10 steps ahead, in forward direction, so I can make use of this. So I'll just drag it and drop over here. Okay, so let's see, I'll just maximize this so it will be easy for us to see what exactly is shown over here. Move 10 steps. Okay, move 10 steps. If I got this particular statement, and if I click on this, when I click on this, you can observe the output, check the output. I click on this and see the output. It's moving 10 steps ahead. Okay, not only that, when I click on this particular flag which is showing go, okay, go is the first option available. I'll show that one, how to use this go. It's available over here. Go is to execute the whole program basically. Okay, so I will move it. So check it, it's moved and it's moving in the forward direction like this. Okay, so I'll drag it again to the original position. So this particular statement is used to move the sprite or the output character by the number of steps present over here. Okay, so remember that the meaning of this particular thing, and the value which is present here in it, which I can modify. I just selected this. I don't require 10 steps, I required now the 100 steps. Okay, 100 steps, and now click on this. Clicked, see it's moved by 100 steps, means almost 10 times than the original 10 steps present over here. Okay, it's moving 100 steps ahead now. Again click 100, again click. Okay, it's going out. So 100% is not possible to go out. I'll just drag it at the center position. I'll keep it here again 10, 100, 100, 100 like this. In this way, this animation of the character is possible by using the respective steps. Okay, now if I want to perform further more operations, like, okay, so I want to turn this character by something degrees. Okay, I can connect it here, or I can make it independent also. I'm making independent currently, not connected with this particular step. So turn by 15 degrees. Okay, turn in clockwise direction. This is showing the direction of it, 15 degrees. Okay, so let's see, I'll just make it here, and turn your sprite by 15 degrees. Okay, it's shown there, 15 degrees. So let's click, see, it's turning again, 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 again. Say this one. Okay, okay, okay. If you click on that, as soon as we can just check the direction also, it's incrementing by 15 degrees, 15 degree, 15, 15. Okay, it's now its original position. This number is also modifiable. So I want 90 degrees rotation. Okay, I'll write 90 here. Okay, click, 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 click. So total 360 degree rotation is there, 90, 90, 90, 90, 4 times, and it has gained the original position at the end of it. So to turn towards clockwise direction, we will be making use of this option. Now the next one is this, is anti-clockwise direction by 15 degrees. So I will make use of the 90 degree here also, and click, see, anti-clockwise now, reverse of the clockwise direction done over here. Okay, see this one. Okay, so I clicked and I'll performing this particular operation there. Okay, fine. Now these are I have done independently. Okay, now I want to connect them. So I just connect, move 100 steps, turn 90 degrees. Okay, in clockwise direction, and again 90 degrees. I'll keep it aside. Now see, I want to do this, both of these steps at a time, so I connect them together. Okay, if they are independent, they will be executed independently, separately. Now they are connected together. When first step get executed, second step will also get executed along with that. It means that it will move 100 steps ahead, and that will move, turn by 90 degrees. Let's check it. Click, see, moved 100 steps ahead, and then it has turned 90 degrees. Again same, 100 steps ahead, 90 degrees. Again 100 steps ahead, 90 degrees. Again 100 steps ahead, 90 degrees, like this. So both of these operations are performed at the same time. Remember that. Okay, so this is the way that we will perform the operations of motion of the respective cat. Okay, so you can try on your system also along with this. Okay, now let's check another one. I'll just delete this. You can just, if I, okay, make it clear, and I'll delete. Okay, so here one more option is present, that you can you just right click on this particular window, right click, and you can see the cleanup blocks, or you can have the option like delete 2 blocks. Okay, all they are deleted. So we know the meaning of these statements now. Now let's go for the next. Go to the, where to go? To the random position or the mouse pointer. Okay, so when I click on that, see, your sprite will move at random position, anywhere, random position. See, anywhere it can move. And if I want to move it toward the mouse pointer, just use the mouse pointer here and click. So basically mouse pointer is not within the range. We'll be making use of it more clearly after some videos are over. So most of the time when program is running, my mouse pointer can move anywhere over here, and wherever the mouse pointer is present at mouse pointer's position, it will move. Okay, this is what the go to random position. Now if you want to move specific position, okay, specific, we know that what is x and y, and how the x axis and y axis is there. Horizontal is x axis and the vertical is the y axis. Okay, so forward is x positive, backward is x negative, and upward is y positive, downward is y negative. Okay, based on that we will be moving it. So go to, I want to move center position, so let's see, x 0 and y 0. Okay, run this. So let's move to center position, check it out. I'll move it here, drag, okay, release, and execute this, click. So it is moved to center position again. So wherever the position of the cat is, it will finally move to the 0 0 position there by when you click on that. Okay, so specifically you have to move your cat to this position. You can make use of it. Like for example, I want minus 100 and minus 100. Okay, see this minus 100 minus 100. You can observe these values are getting changed over here. Okay, to a specific x and y position, movement is possible by this particular option here. Okay, now one more option. Let's go to the next, glide. Okay, I'll call it, see this, glide 1 second to the random position. Glide 1 second to random position. I'll just click on that and check the output. See, gliding within 1 second, some random position will be taken. Click, click, click. Okay, it's gliding. It's taking some time to move toward that particular direction. So within 1 second, it's moving to that random position there. So this value is modifiable. I can modify that. I want 3 seconds to random position. Now click. Let's see. Taking 3 seconds to move to random position. See, gliding. This is called as gliding. Okay. Say this. Fine. Now, if I want to mouse pointer, so you can do this. Okay, wherever the mouse pointer was present, on that direction it was moving. Okay, I'll go here. So, sorry, mouse pointer is at this position. So from here to here it will go. See, mouse pointer. Okay, so this number 3 is modifiable. We can modify that, and it will glide to the mouse pointer or toward the random position within the respective seconds. Now similar to that, we can glide to the xy pointer position also. See the next option, glide. See, for example, so we'll make it at center position. Now glide 1 second to, see, for example, I want to move this particular cat towards some position like 100 in x, minus 100 in x, and y is 180. Okay, so glide. See, it has glide. Now put it here, drag it, glide. Okay, put it here, glide. Finally it will achieve the same position, gliding. So it will form a straight line from the current position to the gliding position, and will take some seconds to move over there. Okay, see, for example, I require 3 seconds to move over there. Glide. Okay, so it's taken 3 seconds to glide to the respective position there. So when I want such kind of animations of gliding, so we can make use of this particular option. So let us specify how many seconds you require, and based on that, this animation of the respective cat or any sprite is possible there. Okay, it's what the glide is. Now next is point in direction. So before that, I'll just delete it. Right click, delete for blocks. Okay, done. Now, okay, now point in direction. So currently we are having a direction 90 degrees. So it's looking toward the 90 degrees. Okay, this is 90 degrees. We have seen that in one of the videos of sprite properties. Now it's pointing toward the 90 degree direction. Now I want to change the direction towards the 180 degree. Okay, 180 degree. So let's move this 180. See, 180 is exact down direction is present there. Okay, 180. So click. Now see, it's moving downwards. Correct. Now I want this direction to be 270. Okay, or minus 90. See, minus 90. I want the direction to be positive 90 always. Click. Now see, it's moving towards the, or it's looking towards the plus 90 degree direction in forward direction. In negative direction we have minus 90. Okay, 180 downward direction, and 0. Okay, let's talk about this 0. 0 means upward direction. So click. So it's moving and looking towards the upward direction, which is 0 degree. Okay, so in this way we can move it. It's not required that only 90 and zeros are there. You can move it towards the 125. See, this is 125 degree. Click. So it's moving toward the 125 degrees. Okay, so this is how the positions, the front positions of the respective mouse or respective cat, sorry, it's sprite basically, can be changed. Okay, even we can point towards the mouse pointer also. See, point toward the mouse pointer. So when I click on that, it will it will look at the mouse pointer. Say this, sorry, okay, to look at the mouse pointer. Now for example, mouse pointer at this position, click, say it's moving toward the mouse pointer. Okay, I'll keep it here, and now click, say it's looking at the mouse pointer. So basically wherever the mouse pointer is present, the particular sprite will start looking towards the mouse pointer. So this is the way we can make use of the points towards. Okay, now let's go for another option. Change X by. Okay, now, okay, first thing is that I'll make this modification, pointer at 0 0 position and direction is 90 degree. Okay, so it's perfectly at center position. Okay, fine. So change X by 10 means value of X only will be changed by 10. Only X means your sprite will move in forward direction by 10. See, click, 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 click. Okay, keep it here. Click, 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 click. So wherever you keep it, X will be changed by 10. Click, 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 or I want it to be 50. So 50. Now click, click, click. Okay, it will always move in forward direction. Click, click, click. Correct. Now not required that it should be positive value. I'll keep it here, and I want to move it backward by minus 40. Okay, change X by minus 40. Click, 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 click. Okay, it's moving backward by 40. So negative will be moving backward. Say this. Okay, okay, it will not go out of this window, remember. So stars are there still. Okay, center. So you can move, change the X by respective value, or if I want to change the Y, that's also possible. So change Y by, so if I want to, sorry, if I want to move it toward the up direction, so let's make it Y by 20. So up, 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 because vertical is the Y axis, so it will move in vertical direction upward by plus 20. And if I make it minus 20 here, so minus 20, click, 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 click. Okay, coming down. So only X and Y you can change by this particular mechanism of it. Okay, find this. So changing X forward, reverse, and changing Y upward, downward is possible by these options. Okay, so let's delete this 4 blocks. Okay, now last 2 options. Set X to, so I want to set the X position exactly at, see it's giving 6 here, I want to set X exactly at 100 and click. So exactly X is changed to 100. You can check this out. Okay, now click on that. Wherever it is present, it will go to set X as 100. See, X as 100. And if I want to set Y to respective position, I want Y to be always minus 50. Okay, click, getting minus 50. If I change this one, click. So on Y direction it will move by minus 50. So at 50 position, minus 50 position is moving. Wherever that sprite is present in the output window, it will move to the respective position there. Okay, so in this way these operations are performed. A few more are there. Okay, so I'll just explain that. So here, so all their operations performed. Now if on edge bounce, okay, this is now currently not possible to explain. We'll see this one when we see the control block. Okay, bounces. And set rotation style also. In what operation you have to set a rotation style, whether left to right, all around, or don't rotate. That also we'll see when you see the control blocks. Okay, three more options are present over here in the motion. They are called as the variables. So whenever we are keeping the sprite at a specific position, then what is the current position of the sprite that can be found with the help of this variable. See, so wherever these kind of oval positions or rounded rectangles are present, so they are called as the variables. We'll talk about the variables when we see this particular part. What do you mean by variable? If I want to set the this position anywhere in the program, I can make use of it. I'll just click it here, this one here, and the directions. Okay, so this I can set it here, wherever these rounded rectangles are present, I can set it there. Okay, we'll see it onwards afterwards when you see the variables concept there. Okay, now what's the current position that the sprite is containing? If I want to view in the output, so what you have to do, you can set some options present. These are the check boxes present here. If I click on this, see, it's appearing here sprite 1 position x minus 15, y position also I want to show, see this one minus 20, and what's the direction that it contains? Direction is a variable, it will contain some values, current values of direction. This contains current values of y position, this contains current values of x position. If I move this, see, it will change accordingly. See, okay, direction is also 90 degree. If I want to change this direction, so it will also change. Check it out. Okay, in this way, like, okay, so see this one, it will change it. These are the variables which will contain the values of properties of this sprite. Okay, when I click on them, so their values will appear over here in the output, and we can easily check what's the current position that they carry. It's a very important part in programming to observe the values of these variables here. Okay, so all of these motions that we have seen here that can be applied to animate the sprite in multiple different directions. We can combine them together also. Just like look at one example, and then we'll close this station. So we'll just delete all these blocks, delete. Okay, now I want to do multiple operations over here, like move 10 steps, okay, then turn 15 degrees. After that I want to move 10 steps. See, I'm dragging and dropping it here. Again I am moving 10 steps, okay, move 10 steps, and then again you have to turn clockwise by 15 degrees. Okay, that's what I have done over here. So when I want to execute all of this statement at a time, I'll just click on this. See, all these operations are performed at a time. We have moved 10 steps ahead, turn 15 degrees, then 10 steps ahead, again 10, 15 degrees, like, okay, in this way. So total 30 degree rotations are there. You can see 120, 90 plus 30, 120 degree rotations that we have observed over here. So likewise, we can connect all of these blocks together as per your requirement. So in upcoming sessions also, I'll be showing few more different statements of programming in Scratch. So there also it is possible to connect these blocks together and perform your operations of animating the respective character of the sprite, okay, in this way. So this is how the motions or the animations can be connected, can be created to the respective sprite, and in upcoming sessions we'll be now going to have the looks of the sprite. So till then, happy programming. Thank you. Thanks a lot.